Hello, my dear Piscean friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have a beautiful forecast for you for January 2020. Um, First, I want to pass a couple of things in front of you that some of you are ready for. If I have not yet helped you find your life's mission, you might want to go ahead and check it out and set up an appointment. This goes beyond astrology. We are all here with a mission. We are doing it all the time. However, unless we've brought it to consciousness, we don't know what it is. We know what makes us happy, but we don't know in words what words describe our mission. I have a Zoom session when I help you find your life mission. We are face to face. We get to visit, and I will help you get clarity, mind-blowing clarity on what your mission is. I've been doing this for, about 40, 45 years, and it never fails to thrill me because of the way the person I'm working with is thrilled by it. It's on my website, MaxineTaylor.com, under the spiritual counseling tab. It goes beyond astrology, in other words. Now, some of you are so advanced that you are ready for my Take Back Your Life session. If you are tired, really fed up with seeing the same scenario for your life replaying itself constantly, different people, same story, and you want to change it and you don't know how, my Take Back Your Life session is what you're ready for. It's a 3-hour Zoom visit with me, and I take you through step by step your story, your programming, so that you see it in clear vision. I help you release it and rewrite it your way. As I said, you have to be ready for this one. It too goes beyond astrology because it gets to the nitty-gritty. My astrology book, my latest book, Hidden Messages in Your Birth Chart, is a very good preparation for that. But you don't need any preparation. I will carry you through it. It is thrilling. All right. Now, let's talk about your astrological forecast because it's really wonderful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, if you have watched my overview, January overview video, you know that Venus is retrograde right now, and Mercury is gonna go retrograde on the 14th of January, which means that there is an overlap. It's a tag team. It's the Mercury-Venus retrograde tag team. Those of you who are students of astrology or perhaps professional astrologers, you know that we feel the retrograde Mercury a couple of weeks beforehand and a couple of weeks after it goes retrograde. Same is true of Venus. It's true of every single planet except the sun and the moon. Moon is considered a planet. Okay. And so when these planets are retrograde, let's start with Mercury. Everybody has been through retrograde Mercury 3 times a year. for as long as they've been walking this planet. And that is when everything gets confused. You don't start a new project on a retrograde Mercury because it either fizzles out completely or has to be redone within a year. Okay, what do you do? Well, you tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects. That's where the shadow comes in. Very, very handy to have that. Venus, ruler of love, beauty, money. When it goes retrograde, it mimics Mercury retrograde. Things are confused. That's the whole deal. It doesn't just bring confusion in the area of love and money and beauty and art and happiness. It's across the board. So we've got this tag team going on. So let's look and see where it is in your solar chart. It's in your 11th house of friends and groups and hopes and wishes. It's the area of the humanitarian. Venus, while it is retrograde, it is still love. And your friends, you love your friends. There is great happiness in being with friends. However, if you make an appointment to get together with one of them or all of them, because Venus is retrograde, you're going to want to write down the exact time and where it is, because what happens when Venus is retrograde is that it mimics Mercury, and one of you could very easily go to the wrong restaurant. The other could go there the wrong day. So you want to make sure that you're clear, but you'll love being with your friends. Mercury, the blue planet, rules our mouth and our minds. And so it's communication. And so you're going to want to talk with friends and be with friends. And it's just super. Mercury will go into the 12th house of the spirit plane, which is your natural house. It will move into the 12th house of the subconscious. And you'll want solitude and privacy. Mercury will go retrograde and back up into that 11th house. So it's going to straddle the 11th house and 12th. In other words, it's going to want to be with friends, and then it's going to want to be alone. And then it's going to want to be with friends again. No, you're not crazy. It's everybody. That's what happens with Mercury. And when we've got this double tag team, that's what happens with Mercury and Venus. Now, Mars, the red planet, it is passion, it is action. Wherever it is what you fight with and fight for. It's in your 10th house of your career. And when Mars is in your 10th house, you move upward. There is advancement for you. And you say, wait a minute, but Mercury and Venus are retrograde. Yeah, they sure are. And so you just want to be aware of that. You're moving upward, but Venus and Mercury might add confusion. They may scratch the might. Will add confusion to your life when it comes to group activities and friends and all of that good stuff. Not to worry, on the 24th, Mars moves into that 11th house, and you're fighting for your friends, for humanity, or maybe even with them, because you're feeling very passionate about your humanitarianism. You are truly a humanitarian. It's quite beautiful. Now, the sun, the yellow planet, is the center of our life. And there it is in your 11th house of friends. You may find that you are moved into a higher position in a philanthropic organization. Doesn't have to be a career, because the sun is the giver of life. And wherever it is, it lights the way. And then Mars, that's not, wherever it is number one. And so your whole attention is on being a friend, being with friends, that type of thing. Okay. What you're going to find is that the sun is going to move into your 12th house, which is your house, on the 19th. And that's where you say, go away, world, just leave me alone. I have a dream and I want to dream it. And of course, Mercury is going to be flipping back and forth between the 11th and the 12th houses. And so there may be confusion, and what you're saying is, I just need time alone to build my castle in the air and listen to a distant melody. Do it. And Jupiter, the great benefic, is sitting in your first house. Jupiter rules Pisces, along with Neptune. And with Jupiter in your first house, you are optimistic about life. You're optimistic about yourself. And you're expressing that optimism. You're expressing that a Jupiter joy. And I just had to put Jupiter in this month. It's just beautiful. Now, on the 12th, we have a new moon. And prior to the 12th, excuse me, I misspoke. On the 2nd, we have a new moon in 12 degrees of Capricorn. Even with my glasses, Venus retrograde is going to trip me up, you know. Prior to the 2nd, we will be tired, moving slowly because there's no energy. On the 2nd, the new moon brings with it energy moving forward. And of course, it's in the 11th house of friends, hopes, wishes, group activities, and that will increase over the next 2 weeks. At which point, we have a full moon, and that's when things come to a head. The full moon is on the 17th in 28 Cancer. Now, my suggestion is find 12 Capricorn in your birth chart and 28 Cancer in your birth chart, and you will be able to blend the impact of the new moon and the full moon, blend them from the solar chart to the birth chart, and you will have the complete picture. And the full moon says, party, have fun, spend time with kids if you have them. Pets count as children too. This full moon brings your social life, your fun to a head. What a wonderful way to finish up January. And so, dear Pisces, my wish for you is that the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.